we will be going through subtracting integers. This is day 3 and day 4 on your packet. First, we will go through subtracting integers and then the math riddles page. And then the next video will go through slope subtraction. So let's go ahead and get started on subtracting integers. Okay, this is a review. We have done subtracting integers before. The main thing to remember is keep, change, change. Okay, so when you're subtracting, you're going to keep the first integer the same. You're not going to change anything about it. You are going to change the operation, and then you're going to change this positive or negative. Okay, so keep, change, change. Okay, so let's go through A through F together. I'm going to switch back to Desmos. We've used that before, and we will complete our math on there. If you don't have Desmos or if you don't have access to a computer, check your cell phone. There is an app for a computer or calculator, and you can use that to complete the rest of these. Alright, so I'm here at desmos.com. I have options here of what to use. You can use a for function, but I'm going to go to scientific just so it has the ability to use parentheses and such. Okay, we are going to be inputting our equations just as it reads on that paper. So our first equation, A, reads 9 minus, use your parentheses if you have ability to do so, -5. Okay, it shows us where the answer is. So here our answer to A is 14. And I can keep going so I know what I've done. So our next equation is -6 minus 4. So I would keep the -6, and I'm just going to input it how it reads, but if you're doing it without a calculator, you change your integer to plus, or excuse me, you change your operation to plus, and you change your integer to negative. So it would read -6 plus -4. Okay, I'm going to do it both ways. How it reads on the worksheet, which is -6 minus 4 equals -10. And then I'm going to switch it to how I've worded it. -6, change your integer, or change your operation to plus, change your integer to negative. Okay, same result. C, -6 minus -4. Okay, so they put a little trick in there to confuse us a little bit. -6. What would I change next? The operation. I would change that to plus, and I would change my integer to plus. So then it would read -6 plus 4, and I'm going to put it just as it is written in the equation, -6 minus -4. And the result is the same, -2. Okay, let's look at D. -5 minus 8. So I've kept the -5. I'm going to change the minus to plus and change the integer from from positive to negative. So it would be -5 plus -8, -13. Complete how it is written on the page. It's -5 minus 8, and the equation is -13, or the answer is -13. E, 13 minus -6. So I would change my operation to plus. I would change my integer to positive. So I would have 13 plus 6, and I will rewrite it how it is written. 13 minus -6, 19. And last one we'll do together. 0, keep the 0. Minus -3, keep, change, change. Change my operation to plus, change my integer to positive. So I would have 0 plus 3. Write it just how it is written on our paper. Both equal 3. Okay, so complete GHIJKLM. Let's go back to our paper and do N. N reads, last night the temperature in New York City went down to 4 degrees Fahrenheit. In Antarctica, the temperature went down to negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the difference between the two temperatures? So I am taking the two numbers that they've given us, the two integers, and I am subtracting. Subtracting because it says the difference between. Okay, so let's go back to the calculator to complete this. All right, so our first number is 4 minus, because it's the difference between our two temperatures, negative 20. I've used that in parentheses to keep it all complete. Our answer here, 24. If I rewrote this a different way, I would be keep, change, change. Keep my first integer, change my negative, my subtraction to adding, and change my negative to a positive, so it would be 40 plus, or excuse me, 4 plus 20, which is 24. 24 what? 24 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? You should be able to complete O on your own. Okay, we're going to take a few minutes to look at this math riddle, the 13 hearts. So our directions read, add to find the sums or subtract to find the differences. Then solve the riddle by matching the letters to the blank lines below. Okay, so you can see that you are going to complete the equation and then take whatever this answer is and put it where it belongs at the bottom. Okay, so I'm looking for where these answers are, and whatever answer that matches up, that's the letter that you're going to put in. So let's go down to the bottom so that we can see the same screen for a bit. And let's do these bottom rows here. So remember, it's keep, change, change if you're subtracting. If you're adding, you're just adding across. So 6 minus negative 3. We're going to keep our first integer, change our operation to add, and change our integer to positive. So what is 6 plus 3? 9. Where does 9 fall on this? Here we have a 9. So what letter are we going to input? O. Okay. You put an O here. So here we have negative 16 minus 1. Keep the first integer, change the operation to plus, change the integer to negative. Negative 16 plus negative 1. What's 16 plus 1? 17. You just put a negative sign in front of that. Okay, do you see negative 17 on the bottom? Yes, right here. So you would put a Y on this line. Okay, let's look at R. Negative 3 plus negative 10. Same thing, you just add across. What's 3 plus 10? 13. You just keep the negative sign in front of it, negative 13. Where do you see negative 13? Down here at the bottom, you're going to put an R. P, negative 7 plus negative 8. Add that across. 7 plus 8 is negative 15, and then just add the negative in front of it. So then you're looking for negative 15, which is here. That's a P. D, negative 8 plus negative 4. 8 plus 4 is 12, and then you just put the negative sign in front of that. You find your answer down here, and you would write a D on the line. All right, K. Negative 8 plus 5. So you are going backwards. Negative 8 plus 5. If you start here negative 8 and you do a line, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3. So we're looking for a negative 3 down here, and you would write a K. And then here we have negative 2 plus 10. So you could really just reverse it and put 10 minus 2. What's 10 minus 2? 8. We will put an L here. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions about this, and if you figure out the riddle, put that below. Thank you.